Welcome back to the Immigrant section. I'm here today with my boy Johnny Batta, sitting there comfortable as shit.
I am. What up, everybody?
Bro, I think you're the most comfortable person in that chair.
Really? I don't want to move.
Yet.
This is so nice.
The whole time before we go live, he's like, I'm so comfortable right now. I'm like, damn,
I haven't moved.
This guy's comfortable as fuck.
I could fall asleep.
It's taken a long time to get Johnny on because he is... he's like a fish out of water, you know what I mean? Just flopping left and right.
I don't flop. You honestly canceled on me the first time.
Bro, no.
I have
you
the text message.
No, you don't. You said that, but you never pulled it up. You keep saying that, but where's the evidence, bro?
I'm too uncomfortable. I don't want to move, so I'm not going to pull it up.
What happened Saturday? You're like, stranded with 1% battery, reschedule.
Do you want to know what happened?
He didn't even have the balls to say reschedule. You know what I mean? Like, do you know how disrespectful that shit? Reschedule. I'm almost done. My bat.
I was stuck in a parking lot and I had literally 2% battery left. Like I was going to the gym. I finished up at the gym, and then I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to get to his crib, and I'm not gonna get stranded on the highway. I know how to get home, so I'm like, fuck, you gotta reschedule me. And even then, you rebooked me. You're like,
you don't keep a charger. Yeah, you don't keep a charger in the car.
No,
legit, huh?
Yeah. Why?
Like it's a decision you made not to. Or you just haven't done it yet.
No, the car doesn't charge my phone. Like there's a socket that's fucked up in the car.
Like so the cigarette thing.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Oh, okay, so you're fucked.
Yeah, so I'm fucked. Yeah. So
you'd have to carry around those extra batteries that connect with a wire to your shit, and you look like a psycho.
I have to learn. Honestly, I just have to learn directions. That's all it is. Just have to learn how to fucking drive places. I suck with directions. I hate it.
I love those portable batteries, dude. Those portable batteries, they connect to devices, kind of like space station stuff. They
connect the giant bricks, giant fucking bricks,
and then just a long USB cable and connect it. Some people that just always carry that just kill me. Like, how are you going through that much phone battery?
You're too prepared at life if you have one of those.
The brick ones where it's like you're tripling the size of your phone to make sure you have 4 times the amount of like battery charge.
Just looks like you steal wallets, like it just bulging out of your pocket.
Yeah, right. No, they're carrying it in a fucking like, what's those cross things that are super hot these days? The cross the chest sideways.
Oh, the fucking pouches, bro. Those honestly, I don't know how you could rock that. I think that looks so weird.
Yeah,
it looks so. It's a man purse.
I know. It's so easy to hate it.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you ever put it on?
No.
Grab someone's and put it on and access that pocket. It's so accessible. That place of having storage right here makes so much sense when you put it on physically and then access the pocket. It's so ergonomic, you know. The wrist is already pointed that way. It's perfect. It's just like zzz.
I never even thought about the ergonomics of it.
Bro, I didn't. I hate it too. I was a hater. I was a public hater of the same thing. And then I put it on. I put one on. Put one on.
Okay, fine. I'll put one on then. I'll see. I might still hate it.
Yeah,
it's
weird. I don't like anything that gives you that like you're like constrained. You know,
I don't like it either.
It's like wearing a seatbelt all the time.
Were you one of the people who used to put backpacks on with like both, or like one of the people who just held it over a shoulder?
Whichever one is cooler.
I never had a backpack on with both straps on my back.
Yeah, but man, my buddy did that too. Now he's got scoliosis. You know what
same.
I mean?
I have a shoulder
you're
that's
fucked
drunk.
too. You're like, but I regret nothing though. Fuck it. No regrets. He's literally wearing a shirt, I swear to God, that says "Crush Goals." Crush gold. How close are you to the edge when you're having your shirts remind you to just stay alive? Keep breathing.
It's good life memorabilia.
Continue life. Crush goals.
You know what's fucked? I only have gym clothes. Like I only have like shorts and like t-shirts, even in wintertime.
Half your hustle is gym stuff.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
It's all gym. I have nothing but gym gear. That's it. And it sucks, man, because they're like, oh, we're going to a party. You got to dress casual. I'm like,
you know Hassan Chaudhry?
Yeah.
He only rocks gym gear too. That guy, the first time I saw him on stage, he was wearing Jordan shorts and Jordans with like low socks, like you can't see. Like I was like, who the fuck is this dude?
That's one guy I think he's the most ballsiest person.
Oh, dude, he kills me,
so
man.
brave. Like
he kills me.
Like,
yo, his beard is proper, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if he blackens it or some shit, but it is dark. It is like a black fucking abyss when you look in. Your shit is dope too, man.
My beard?
Yeah, man.
It's honestly coconut oil.
Bro, you brush that stuff.
Coconut oil.
Yeah?
Yeah, I use a coconut mask. And that's all I use.
What's a coconut mask?
It's a weird. You put it on your beard. You wait like 10 minutes, and you can put it in your hair too. You wait like 10 minutes, and then just take a shower.
And then what? So it's like conditioner or something?
It like rejuvenates hair. It keeps it strong. You know what I mean?
Coconut mask.
Yeah, it keeps it soft.
My thing is like I have trouble keeping it kept. You know, it just becomes like every 2 days it looks like an escaped slave. You know, it's just like every direction. Like I'm always panting and sweaty. You know. It's bad, right? But I'm gonna actually try that stuff. Yeah. I've been using I forget what I just get at Shoppers. It's like it says beard oil. It might actually just end up being the same shit.
No, never get oils. Always get masks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
So is a mask a mask?
No, there's a difference between masks and oils. Oils essentially you just put in your beard like before you go out, so it gives it a shimmer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all it is. But oils aren't really good for your beard. Masks,
it smells pretty sick. It makes your beard
appealing.
It makes your beard glisten in the light.
Yeah, if you're going to the club, use oil. You know what I mean? Essentially, what it is.
No, I use it at home.
Yeah, but if you really want your beard to be strong and like healthy, use masks. That's the biggest difference.
Okay, so wait, one more time. Mask is lotion.
Masks are lotions, yeah.
So it's just like it's gonna come in those cylinders.
It's like a thick fucking cream.
Okay.
And it smells like coconuts. You can get it from Winners for like $7. Honest to God.
It's called
coconut mask.
Coconut mask. Gotcha.
It's in a blue container.
Gotcha.
Or you just get any form of mask because masks essentially like you're only supposed to have it sit in your beard for 10 minutes, so it exfoliates your beard, and then you're supposed to rinse it.
Bro, your shit is literally like the only way to describe it is like you look like you're Hafiz. You know what Hafiz means?
No.
That means like you memorize the whole Quran.
Oh.
When people achieve Hafiz, something happens to their beard. Like the knowledge somehow moisturizes their beards or something. I don't know what happens, but that's the only way to describe your beard. It looks holy.
Thank you.
It's fucking perfect, bro.
Thank you.
That's high level, man.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate you too.
I've actually been jelly of that beard since day one, I think.
Really?
I'm like, man, that guy's beard is fucking sick. At the beginning, I was like, look at this Aladdin motherfucker, you know? But there was jealousy deep down. I'm like, that beard is kept as fuck.
Bro. I like this thing. Keeps my face warm.
It's sick, bro. Beards are in, bro. And as a guy who's losing his hair, it couldn't be better timed,
I am
okay?
too, bro. If you look at my hairline, it's fucked. It like pulls all the way back.
Bro. It's fine. You're still in that zone where, look, you got hair covering your eyes. You're pulling the hair to the side. Like, look at this area when I pull it all. Like, bro, man, your shit's covering you up, bro.
I'm just fortunate.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm just thankful that I'm black and balding, man. If you're a pale white dude and balding, man, it's tough. You gotta get jacked, number one.
No, I'd rather if someone had to help me, like if I had to decide, be like, yo, would you rather have a beautiful beard or be a black eye? I'd be a black eye.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that. Are you crazy?
You're pretty much like what would be different?
Huh?
You're pretty much a black guy. Look at you.
Not really.
Like what? Like NBA wise?
Yeah.
Like you? Okay, so you want to be way bigger?
Yeah, I want to be way bigger. And I want to be taller.
You want? Okay, I mean? All right.
Like I hate when people are like, oh, genetics don't play a factor, and you're like, oh, you're being racist because no, bro. Jamaicans are naturally stronger. You know what I mean? They're strong. The Jamaicans are strong. It's a strong race. I'd love to be Jamaican. I mean, I remember
you grew up in Brampton, right?
Yeah. No, I grew up in Etobicoke, like North York.
Okay.
So I grew up around a lot of them, and Jamaicans are really strong. Even comics, like Dredd.
Yeah.
Dredd Lee.
Yeah.
He's strong as shit. He doesn't look like it, but he's strong as shit. He's a wrestler. Yeah. And he's strong as shit, bro.
Wrestlers
like you can't move him. Like
because they're all core strength, bro.
It's just nuts,
mastered
bro.
their core.
Nuts. He's so it blew my mind at how powerful this individual is. I'm like, Dredd's so strong. Yeah. It's crazy.
But we hit the gym. So Johnny actually trains. He's a comedian, and he trains motherfuckers on the side, which I think is gangster as fuck.
It works well with each other.
You do comedy at night, and you just talking.
I just train people.
Do you talk shit to people's faces to like motivate them?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, there's a guy that I train, and I could talk as much shit to him as I possibly want. I could tell him to move as much as I possibly. You know what I mean? He won't do it. If he's like, no, I'm done, he'll just drop the weight. He's a very stoic individual. Like, he has no expression on his face, none whatsoever, and you can't motivate him.
Have you ever called a client a fat fuck?
Never.
Okay, that would probably fuck things up.
No, I just never.
That's too much.
I've never like. There's no point.
But I'm saying to push them to that next level.
If they needed it,
Be like, you push out 3 more, you fat fuck. They're like, oh god, this is worth.
I want you to bleed, and just people just.
This is worth the above average hourly rate.
I just have someone sweating like you paid for this, like torturing them.
Man, I gotta say, I've never had a training session one-on-one like that.
Oh,
And the one we did, what, a week ago, 5 days ago? What? I don't
that
know.
was really good,
Bro, that was amazing.
I was so impressed.
Bro, I appreciate it. I've been hitting the gym for like a decade.
I was so impressed. It was ridiculous.
Come on, keep talking. Stop talking.
No,
keep
real,
talking.
no, real shit. Because like what we did was,
give the people details.
because
I mean, how did I do? Right? I mean, just summarize it.
you just want me to be, you want me to big it. No,
I'm
no,
just
it was no,
saying,
because yo, basically we
started.
started doing nothing but volume, right? We did straight volume training, and everything every
You heard
set
that? Nothing but volume.
and every set, yeah. So it was like ridiculous amounts of reps, and the weight wasn't light. The weight was like 55 to 60 pounds, and you were pumping it out for 12, and you pumped it out for 12 for 4, so you pumped it out for 50, and then you took a
And my shoulders fucked
and then
up
you took
too.
and you have
it wasn't, I
and
could
you have
do
a,
more.
Yeah, and you have an injured rotator cuff, and then we went to mobility training, and then we pumped out a sled push for like literally you sled push for almost a kilometer. You didn't realize that the distance was a kilometer.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I was so in the zone.
So
I remember.
you sled pushed for a kilometer. Practically.
I remember just thinking instead of the poles as poles,
Yeah.
I was thinking of them as enemies. You know what I mean? And I was just pushing them back despite their effort.
I think he pumped like 800 to like
I did a lot of work, you know. I think
and we hit back too. We destroyed back. It was nice, bro. I had fun. I like people who come. You know what I mean? Like people who actually come and focus. Like
you know what it is. The best part I find about having a trainer like one-on-one is someone to keep track of your reps.
Yeah.
I feel so able to stay in what I'm doing when I don't have to keep track of reps, and someone is just like 3 more at some point. Just keep going until you hear their voice.
It's that nice.
It's so freeing.
It's the assistance. It's all hospitality.
And it's all different, you know? Like if I didn't train with you, I'd go do like incline bench press, dumbbell curls, the most like rudimentary like
basic
1965
training.
like Mr. Olympia shit.
The gym that I train in, I've brought in multiple people from commercial gyms like Good Lives, like LA Fitness. That's all they've trained, and then they come into this building and they don't know where to begin. They're like, where do I even start? You know
Why?
What I mean? Because like they're just so used to machines. They're so used to looking at the image on the machine.
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at
the
this
description.
targets the red. Okay, this targets quads. Okay, I want bigger quads. Leg extension. You know what I mean? Let's just do leg extensions.
Bro.
There's not a single like leg extension machine. There's not like, you know what I mean? It's straight like dumbbells, bars, plates. You know what I mean? And just stuff that you have to get creative with and be like, okay, you have to really use your head on how you want to use this shit, because it's not, you don't see it anywhere.
I remember my phase of trying to get D's quads. Like I was like, squats. The university, they're like, squats, that's what men do. Men squat. So I'm just like trying to do as many plates as possible, right? Getting like D's, but wow. I completely lost my train of
Just
thought.
getting D's. But you do squat heavy. I don't know how you smoke hookah and run. Like you smoke hookah.
Bro, I run because I smoke hookah.
Yeah, I know, but like just the fact that your lungs haven't been like, you know what I mean? Like
No.
I would have never guessed you as a smoker at all. Like period.
Hookah, you know, it's weird because they have studies both ways.
Yeah.
They're like, each hookah is 100 cigarettes.
That's what I'm told.
Right? But then everybody that I know that smokes hookah and smokes cigarettes is like, they can quit hookah. They can't quit cigarettes.
Yeah,
Number
good.
one. Number two, it's like, they can kill their craving to have an hour's worth of hookah with one cigarette. Like, I feel like the cigarette goes so much further. So I don't really know about those studies.
But the cigarette, that's the
They're
nick.
just looking at the volume of tobacco.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's enough.
But it's the nicotine in the cigarette that brings you back, right? There's no nicotine in hookah.
Yeah, there is.
There's
Hookah
nicotine.
it's normal tobacco. It's
hookah-
flavored tobacco.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
it's fully tobacco flowers in like flavored glycol.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know there was nicotine in hookah at all.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's tobacco. That's why it's fucking. We always have to get it from the back of random like halal deli places.
Wow.
You know, out of the garage of some guy named Mahmoud's fucking, you know, uncle's like investment home. Like it's so random places you're meeting
Habibi,
people.
I have hookah.
Bro, did I tell you I got recognized the first time I got recognized. It was in a line in Scarborough at a shisha mart I go to called Shisha Mart, I think it's called.
Yeah.
But like we were meeting there to get tobacco, and I'm in line, and some dude comes out, some brown dude, right? Like a straight up brown boy, you know? Like I thought it was Nav dropping a single, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This dude comes out, it was sick. He was just like, oh shit. I'm like, what? I'm confused as fuck. I'm like, he comes up, he puts his like fist up, and I bump it. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He goes, yo, I follow you on Instagram. I'm like, oh fuck, oh yeah, legit. He's like, you're a funny dude, man. Keep going or some shit like that. I'm like, oh fuck.
How'd you feel?
I felt sick, bro.
I loved it. It was a big ego boost, man.
Yo, I was like, bro, it was so jokes. I went back. My girl was waiting in the car.
Yeah.
I got my tobacco. I go back. I'm like, I just got recognized. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, what'd you get up to in here?
You know what? You know what's fucked up? I get recognized as Jesse. I hate it.
No, that's the worst.
I hate it, especially because we were at Absolute, and Jesse did a set. And then I was outside, right? And then one of the guys come out, and Jesse gets off stage. Jesse goes to the green room, and the guy comes out, and he's like, yo, you're so funny. And then he walks to the bathroom, and I'm like, you're a bastard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the worst, man.
Bro, you know what the worst was? When me and Max were doing Plus Time Comedy.
Yeah.
Anytime people would see me, they'd be like, where's Max? And like vice versa. So I'm assuming anytime people see you, they ask, where's Jesse?
They
or
ask,
how's
where's
Jesse doing?
Or I get called up as him sometimes,
Yeah.
and he gets called up as me, because we basically do every mic together. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
How much do you miss stand-up?
So fucking much. I miss it like a ridiculous amount. I didn't realize how much like I would miss it until it disappeared. Until I'm like, oh, I don't have access to a single mic, and then you just start going stir crazy.
Yeah, right?
Like I'm in my kitchen sometimes, and I'm just dropping jokes, like old jokes, not even new ones that I've written. Just repeating my set. You know what I mean?
Just out loud?
Yeah, just out loud, or remembering a set that I did that I'm like, I don't even remember doing that until now. Like
Bro, I don't remember how bits go anymore,
Really?
man. I haven't looked into it. I'll have to listen to some of my recordings to jumpstart stuff. But I don't know if I could even do it now.
I wonder if like when I go back, like if I'll be nervous like I was the first time, because I haven't done it for so long.
It'd be good for you.
Yeah, it would. I think it would help me a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But at this point, it seems like such a distant thing to hope for. It doesn't seem like it's around the corner.
It doesn't. I honestly don't think that it's coming back this year.
I'm so silly, bro.
Yeah.
I remember just like a month, 6 weeks ago,
Yeah.
I was sitting here in the same chair being like, I hope I could do my comedy show in April instead of March. No, bro.
Yeah.
No.
You know what straight up what the real heartbreaking moment was? For me, it was okay, so Logan is the booker for Absolute Comedy. And this is before COVID, and I'm trying to get spots in Ottawa because I missed that club.
Yeah.
Have you done the Ottawa Absolute?
No, I know you guys, you and your whole crew. You got in with Absolute when you won that contest.
Yeah, but like
I don't have any of that like favor there. So
okay.
I don't want to go up to Ottawa to do their 7-minute mic or whatever. The fuck it's called.
But that's fair. But like how it is basically it's a packed room always. Like it's probably the most popular club, right, of all three of the Absolutes.
Okay.
And it's just good, and you just have fun. You know what I mean? It's just one of those mics where you're like, I'm gonna really enjoy the night regardless.
Yeah, okay.
They're always warm. They're always nice.
It's kind of like Toronto's Absolute.
Exactly.
How do they cultivate that? I've always wondered.
No fucking idea.
How is it that is the room set up the same as Toronto's?
No, it's better.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Why?
huge. It's twice as big, and when you pack it out, you just feel like a boss, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
you just feel like such a G when you
Sick.
crush. You walk off with like, I've never felt like, you know what I mean? And I did it for a week, so like my head was in the clouds, like, you know what I mean? And so I'm trying to book with this guy, and I'm trying to book with Logan. I'm like, yo, bring me back. Like, I want to try some new stuff out there. Please bring me back. And then he's like, yo, you have to talk to the booker. Like, you have to talk to the owner. You have to talk to Jason for weekends. He's like, I can give you Tuesdays, like 7 minutes, like you said.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, okay, fine. I'll take the drive. You know what I mean? I'm like, give me my Tuesdays.
Yeah, because
And
at this point you're doing their residency with their game. You're going through their little thing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you got to drive to Ottawa for a 7-minute set.
yeah.
I was doing it before I got to Absolute. I was driving to Montreal for 5-minute sets.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean?
that's different because you're doing more than one. It's a thing.
No, dude. I drove for one.
Oh.
I got my first set in Montreal. I booked it without even realizing that I booked it because I was trying to book everywhere.
Yeah.
So I just booked this random spot that I just saw at what's Art Loft. It was
okay,
the Art Loft.
yeah,
It was the first one, and he's like, "Yeah, you're coming up," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm coming up. I have no way to get there because I don't have a car." And then I'm like, "Oh fuck, all right, I gotta rent a car, right?" So I rent a car, And I'm like, I'm broke, so I can't rent the car for 2 days.
Yeah.
I can only rent the car for a day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta rent the car, do the set, go home.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm talking about. That's love,
yeah,
though, right?
and then I went.
And that's a great show.
Yeah, and it was a great show.
Shows
it was a great show. I did 3 times, and so I did whatever. The first time I did it, I go up, I do the show, and then I come back and like I drop the car. But like that was like 10 hours on the road.
Yeah,
for 5 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? Because no one.
But that's love, though.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Right?
Yeah. Anyways, what I was saying was, so I'm trying to book with Logan, and he's like, and he hits me up, and he's like, oh, by the way, one of the JFL guys, right, who saw your showcase, because when I won the competition, you're awarded a showcase. You're allowed to showcase for JFL.
Yeah,
that's one of the perks of winning the competition. So I showcased the first time, and he's like, yeah, the woman that looks at JFL, I don't know her name, I forget her name, but she's like, she wants you back on the second showcase for Ottawa. So get ready for that because you're showcasing again. And she specifically asked. So in my head, like, I'm an opportunist, right? So in my head, I'm like, holy fuck, like, there's a possibility, like, you know what I mean, that she's paying attention. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, sick, COVID.
Oh, the worst.
COVID. And then I'm like, oh, are you kidding?
Dude, I had a showcase for Yucks.
Yeah?
On March 31st, scheduled.
And COVID.
And COVID fucked it up, bro.
And it's so, we were talking about it earlier, and you don't know anyone who has it. You know no
I don't know. We both know of people.
Yeah.
Everybody knows of their fucking girlfriend's uncle.
Yeah.
Who apparently has been dry coughing.
I know, a guy at work. I've never met him before, but apparently he got COVID and like they shut down work. That's essentially the stories that you hear, you know? Someone in the morning shift had COVID and like...
Oh, my little sister works at a TD call center.
Yeah.
And someone got COVID. It hit London Free Press, the news. And like now they're just working from home. But before, for like 2 weeks, they were still going in. Mm. And it was in the news. And it was like, imagine it hitting the news, your workplace has COVID, and they're like, oh no, you got to come into the office. You're like, what the fuck?
That's what they did with me. They did that at my job.
For how long? Like indefinitely?
No, I was like, hell no, are you crazy?
Yeah, okay.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
They came in, the lady's like, I just want to let you know someone in the morning shift 2 days ago had COVID. We sanitized the building, blah, blah, to make us calm. And she's like, okay, go back to work now. Right? She's like, you guys, whatever. And then I went up to her. I'm like, I don't feel safe. I'm like, immediately, I'm like, I want 30 days unpaid. I'm going on my CERB. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, if someone in the building had
They gave
COVID,
it to you?
Yeah, they gave it to me. I know, I'm like, straight up, I'm like, I'm not coming back to work, but I want to keep my job. But I'm like, I can't because I have family at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, what do
yeah.
you expect me to? I'm not going to put them in danger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like, that's fair.
They're like, well.
They're like, yeah. They're like,
what are your priorities? You have to think of this kind of stuff. You're like,
I'm like, yeah, I have to think of a pandemic. Like, a pandemic's going to hit. But yeah,
you should have planned for this.
I got lucky. But I'm going back to work soon. I'm going back to work in a couple
I'm ready to go back to work.
Me
doing
too.
something, man.
Me too.
My thing besides, like, because I haven't really booked anything from acting in so long, you can't really consider it a form of income. Mm-hmm. You know, if it comes in, if I book something, it's like a lottery. It's like some extra money. That's it. But you can't budget with it, right? Mm-hmm. So what I can is like emceeing weddings and some other, like doing trivia at some places, and COVID killed all that. And
Trivia?
I don't... Trivia, you know, like bars, you host trivia.
You do that?
I had it set up recurring, and COVID killed it.
Really?
Yeah.
How much were you?
Well, we'll talk off air, but
oh no way! Yeah. No, I'm just saying that's dope. I didn't even know you did that.
Yeah. Oh, they reached out to me.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That is fucking.
You know,
dope.
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did? Oh wow.
The big Oakville one.
Oh wow.
I was gonna run, and I still am. Post COVID, we'll see what they'll end up doing, but
that is dope, bro.
Yeah. We'll see what that. But really, what I want is this weddings, bro. These weddings need to start happening, bro.
Weddings pay nice.
Because I can just do a couple of those. If I could do one a month, that helps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They pay so nicely.
And it's just chill.
Yeah.
You're drinking and like...
You're hosting a wedding.
And no one is like, don't drink.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're the MC.
Yeah.
You got to be loose, you know? And no one is watching you. So literally all of these gigs, I'm like... 2-3 drinks in by the end.
I wonder if you even get hired for weddings. Do you hire, like, you know what I mean? Do you do your own thing? Like, do you self-book, like, for weddings? Or do you,
Bro, run an ad, MC ad, Kijiji, wherever. And if you want to do it, you'll figure out how to do it.
It's good mentality.
Yeah.
And like your mindset.
If you'll figure it out. You know, sometimes isn't it shocking how you can go from, if you get intensely curious about a subject and you hit Google, isn't it crazy how in 10 minutes how much you could know? Mm-hmm. If you are like intensely curious, then
You have to have the answer.
yeah. Like in 10 minutes you could know everything about some random thing, right?
Even
So
the
if
little
like
facts.
if you feel like that about it, you're gonna figure out how
I
to
like
get
your
gigs
mindset,
really
bro.
easy.
I love your mindset. You can take my shirt.
Oh, I
You have
recently
to.
read a book and it said the thing I just said, so now I say it. You see,
What
I'm a sponge.
books have you read?
No, I'm reading one called Tools for Titans. It's a Tim Ferriss book where it's just a summary of all of these. It's a summary of all of these like affluent, successful, elite people like that he interviews. Top athletes, top CEOs, top investors, top psychologists, top doctors, top musicians, blah, blah, blah. Keep going, right? And it's just like a summary of them. And he hits them up with all very similar questions. What would you tell your 20-year-old self? It's like interview style. And it's really interesting, like the overlap. Like the vast majority of people that are like highly successful, they all have some sort of daily meditation event.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in like a ceremonial like capacity. 5% of or 5 minutes of meditation, or they practice like conscious breathing or whatever it may be. 80+% of people have that.
Wow.
Yeah,
They all
and
meditate.
Bro, I mean, and I've been doing it for a long time now, but on and off really poorly. You know what I mean?
No,
but like,
no,
it's
I'm
sick. Just 5 minutes makes such a big difference.
No.
If I knew that at university, bro, I think that should be. I was thinking about this the other day. That should be a mandatory first year course. Is just like a mandatory. All of first year universities, they always have like a general course that's kind of like your homeroom almost. You know, it's like in first year, it's like this is the front door for your university experience. So this whole curriculum is based on giving you a general idea for college. They should have a unit in it called mindfulness.
I think that's genius.
Bro, I used to have the most stress problems. I used to have physically I used to get like cysts almost.
From anxiety?
From anxiety and stress of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I meditate every day for like 10 minutes. Like
how long you been doing
I've
this?
been doing it for like 4 years.
Yeah.
But like you
has
don't-
it changed
but-
your life?
Yeah, but like the thing that I understood now is that I didn't realize how much it changed my life until like something really bad happened, and to the point where like holy shit, like you process this so much different, and you pick up on small things. You pick up on like, it's weird, bro. You just pick up on little vibes and stuff
Within yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just get to know yourself so
Yeah.
well that you're like, no one else can really mess with me right now because I know myself so well that I know exactly how I'm gonna react. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I know exactly like, you know what I mean, why I do it. You
Yeah.
just, that understanding of yourself. It's so
Yes,
it's
it's
sick.
so like.
Yeah.
I was reading this book that one of these guys. It's like an early 20th century book. I forget where it's written. I think it might be written in the States, but it's called like Siddhartha.
Siddhartha. I read it. Yeah.
Have you read this?
Yeah.
Okay, so that, for instance, you know, do you remember the story?
Yeah, I remember the story. The story honestly was weird to me. I laughed. It made me laugh.
The story about him going and trying to find the right thing.
No, I think the story of Siddhartha is basically, I think Siddhartha is basically the real name for Buddha, but it's basically about a kid who becomes a monk, and then after he gives into monkhood, he's trying to find enlightenment.
Yes,
And
yes,
then-
yes.
Yeah, and then he makes a lot of money. Like he gives up
becomes
being
a merchant.
Yeah, he becomes a merchant,
Yep.
finds a girl, and then
Yep.
through becoming a merchant and learning about
He becomes greedy, spoiled, and
yeah, exactly. And then what happens after? And then
he dips
Yeah,
and
he finds
becomes a
like
river
yeah,
crosser.
yeah. That's the
Yeah.
same book. Yeah, Siddhartha. Yeah. And the entire time he has a friend too who he meets throughout the entire.
Yeah,
And the
and he
friend at
meets
one
him at
point.
the
Yeah,
end.
and the friend at one point saves his life because he's about to kill himself. Yeah, and his friend saves him.
It's a great book, man.
Yeah, it's a good book.
It's like it shows you how like paths can cross down the road either way.
I think it also shows like how life can change. You know what I mean? How you live through different phases of your life, but you're the same person, but you're not really the same person. Because the guy who's like the guy who's like greedy, like the guy who was rich, is not the same dude as the fisherman.
You know what? The reason I brought this book up is because there was a line in it that's similar to what you were saying before. Was that Siddhartha, when he went and met that chick in her garden?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
He's like, he could tell that among all the people there, you know how he called them all like childlike because everyone's like succumbing to like pleasures and stuff,
Yeah.
and he's in search of higher enlightenment.
Yeah.
He said him and her were the only people that could seek refuge within themselves for an hour. Like they could like, there's a place within them
that they can go
to, and then that just made me think like, because you in that scenario, I'd be one of the side people, right? Because that makes me think, man. Like I think I have such a chattery mind. That's why I've always when I look back at it, I have for most of my like teenage plus years had music on constantly.
Here's the thing.
I don't sit with the chatter.
Here's the thing. You think you're the only one that's like, oh, my mind always runs. You're like, it's only me. But the thing is, though, it's everybody. I purposely, this is bad. I purposely fuck with people. Like, I'll drive with them, even my closest friends, and I won't turn on the radio. I'll purposely leave the radio off, and I'll drive, and I won't say a word. I won't say a fucking word.
You won't address
and
it.
Yeah, no, and I'll have the windows rolled up, and I'll just stay completely silent. And
you wait how long?
I just wait, and I just see how long they're like, and they twitch to the radio.
Yeah.
Because they just can't handle the silence. You know what I mean? And there's only a certain amount of people. I met like 3 or 4, and it's fucked up because I've met like 4 or 5 people. The only people that haven't turned the radio on or sit in silence are the people that meditate.
Oh,
they're the people that I'm like, I know he affluently meditates. He does it every day. But the people who can't, you know what I mean? And the fucked up thing about meditation is it's just the.
And I was in your car the other day. I'm like, turn the fucking radio on, man.
And the fucked up thing is,
they're coming.
Yeah, and the fucked up thing is the thing that makes me laugh is the people are like, oh yeah, meditate. I'm trying to silence my mind. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
not at all.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Oh, I read an amazing quote in that book. It said that enlightenment is the space between thoughts.
Yeah. It's that little moment of peace where you don't think, but you don't even realize that you're not thinking.
Yeah, it's that ether
of
just like peacefulness.
Yeah, but you don't even realize that you hit it because your mind just turns on again. But for a second, you were quiet. For a second, it's so fast, you didn't realize it. And then once it gets longer and longer, that's when you're meditating for like freaking 30 or 40 years or something, and you're just like, I don't know, a Buddhist or I don't know.
Ever since I read that Siddhartha book, I've actually, because my girl put me up onto like the public library online ebook thing. Like they have a coupon, you could just download ebooks and stuff. So ever since I found that shit out, bro, I've been like borrowing, and I've been just reading like crazy, just absorbing all this shit. And it's all kind of like non-fiction, either like philosophical stories or like interview answers, just all this stuff. I'm like, this COVID time is almost like going to be like a renaissance for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can read on your phone? I can't do it.
No, I do it on my laptop.
Oh, but you can like just read through.
I can if I'm in bed, but I wouldn't like sit with my phone with the intention of reading.
I used to be able to read through my phone. Like I used to buy a book on my phone and just literally like just read on my phone. But then my eyes started to freaking really hurt.
Yeah, no, it makes my eyes.
I prefer the books. I just prefer physical copies.
Oh, 100%, man. But it's so inconvenient, you know. Like the library's closed. Number one, that's not even an option. Yeah. But I have a like big display, and I turn on like a yellow, like you know, like in browsers. Mm-hmm. If you are in a browser at nighttime, the blue portion of the light is what fucks with you, is jarring in the low light situation, because it's high energy. Mm-hmm. So there's like little apps you could put onto Chrome or Firefox or whatever you use that'll yellow it up, so it'll make it much easier to see at night. So I have a big display, I yellow it up, and I just put the book on there.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
It's all online, dude.
What'd you take before comedy?
Like school-wise?
Yeah.
Nanotechnology engineering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bro.
That sounds smart as fuck, bro.
It's a sick name, right?
Yeah.
That's literally why. That's why half of that whole class got in that program. Because it's just for bragging rights. Yeah. To be honest with you. And it's a horrible degree that shouldn't exist. Or at least back then it shouldn't have
What
existed.
is it?
It's a degree. They said this. It was 2000. The year is 2007. Okay. iPod 3 just came out. Steve Jobs is hotter than ever. No, like I forget what year it was exactly, but remind me again what we're talking about.
Nanotechnology.
Okay, we smoked a big joint, actually a tiny joint before this. But anyways, my mind, just so you know, that's the backstory for what's going on with this memory. But yeah, bro, we all go in. They're like, the University of Waterloo recognized that nanotechnology is like a buzzword. So they create this degree that is not even accredited at the time. It's a 5-year degree, and that first like couple of classes, I went in 2009, 2000, and like I think the first one was like 2007 or something like that, or 2006. So those first 3 classes, it wasn't even an accredited program. While they were doing it, they were just like, oh, by the end of your 5 years, we'll make sure that it's an accredited engineering program. For those guys, for years as they were doing it, it was just going to be a science degree that says like, and you have a major in nanotechnology. So they were just like, that's how like
That's jack shit.
and exactly. And the school was essentially trying to make it legit engineering. What they did was they pieced together segments of chemical engineering, electrical engineering, a bunch of theory, like graduate level theory classes and like this or that, quantum or whatever. And they put together this bastardized undergrad.
Bastard.
Okay? And they made it like high level sounding.
That is crazy.
So all the smart kids went to it.
That is crazy.
Because don't you want to get a nanotechnology?
Yeah, when I'm like,
degree?
yo, what you do? What you?
But bro,
I thought you fuck with little nanos, like actual,
that's what it is. That's what it is, like nanoscale engineering. That's what the degree
It
is about.
sounds so smart.
Sounds sick,
Yeah.
right? But bro, halfway into it, it's 5 years, 2-3 years. A lot of people are jumping ship, right? Because we're realizing there is no appetite in the job market for an undergraduate in nanotechnology engineering.
Wow.
It's not a thing. There is no job that wants an undergrad. If you're going to do nanotechnology engineering, you're going to do it as a PhD research or R&D somewhere. You know? There is no there's nobody at a plant like, here's a mechanical engineer, that's the manufacturing engineer, and that's the nanotechnology engineer. It's like, what does he do? He creates small, like, no, like that job didn't exist. So people are jumping ship to electrical engineering. People are jumping ship to civil engineering, software engineering. They're like getting the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
Because the older years are warning them, like, get out. This program is bullshit.
Sucks, bro. That sucks. How much did you pay for the full? Where'd you go?
What did it pay? Called like 60, like with residence, with what I paid in res.
Oh, did you party though? You partied.
I didn't party.
Oh,
I
so
didn't
you
party.
did a shit program and you didn't party.
I partied, but I didn't party. I partied as in like I was at the club trying to pick up girls. You know what I mean? Like the Waterloo bars and stuff like that. Like trying to pick up and not really achieving anything. You know what I mean?
That's
what I was
partying.
doing.
You
Yeah,
had
but
a
I
good
wasn't
time.
drinking
Oh.
at all. I didn't have my first drink until the summer after I graduated university.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I was smoking weed.
Oh, no,
So I guess,
okay.
we'll just say I'm mildly partying. We're going to Laurier every now and then because that's more of the party school, right? We're going to government. We're going to Toronto. That was the hot shit.
Regardless, you still had a fun time in university, even
correct.
though the degree was trash.
Oh, correct.
You still had the
Because, bro,
university experience. You still, what I
my
mean?
university experience, I just sat home and smoked hookah and watched like anime and like
What's your
watched people play Dark Souls.
What's your favorite anime?
Oh, that's a good question. Are you into anime?
A little bit, yeah.
What? Okay. I don't know if I have a favorite, but like I really like what they did recently with One Punch Man. That's like that hit the masses too. So
You like One Punch Man?
I love One Punch.
You know,
One
I've
Punch
never
Man.
picked it up.
Have
I've
you
never.
attempted?
People have told me it's hilarious and my specific style, like you'll love it.
Yeah.
But I just haven't picked up One Punch Man. And
Have you seen Attack on Titan?
Yeah, I've seen.
These
Attack
are the
on Titan.
Netflix ones that are accessible
I've seen
to
Attack on
most
Titan.
people.
Yeah, I've seen Attack on Titan.
What do you
Attack
think
on
of that?
Titan is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. One Punch Man I've never picked up.
But then have you seen like One Piece?
One Piece is too long.
Yeah.
I got into anime too late,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yo, you need to pick up One Piece."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Great, how long is it?" They're
Yeah.
like, "It's 1,000 episodes."
Yeah, bro. It was on episode 600 and like 700 when I started.
Yeah.
And I'm on like maybe episode. I haven't watched in a while, but I made it up to episode like 820.
You're fighting, yo. You're fighting.
Swimming up.
Is it good though? Is it worth it?
Oh, bro, One Piece is like it is the longest like storybook of all. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah?
Yeah. If you get into One Piece and you know all One Piece, you know what they do great? They're so good at sad. They're so good at showing sad moments.
Really?
So yeah, like half of their like backstories are so tear jerking, and everyone in them is crying and shit like that. You watch One Piece, right? Like
yeah,
it's
like
all
I know about Luffy and stuff, but I just
sad
haven't
theatrics, like Trafalgar Law,
Yeah.
his backstory.
Yeah, I need to pick it up. My favorites one, honestly, it's terrible, but like my favorite two are typical. Dragon Ball Z, addicted to as a kid.
Oh, big time.
As a kid,
Of
my
course,
favorite
same.
anime of
And
all
Dragon
time.
Ball.
And Dragon Ball. Favorite anime of all time, hands down. I'm a Dragon Ball Z head.
Yo,
And
you say fuck Yamcha?
I like him. I like him.
Okay, all right, let's give it. What were you gonna say though?
Huh?
That's a whole discussion, right?
Yeah, but like,
how do you feel about Yamcha?
He's okay, bro. I feel bad for him. You know
Unnecessary.
What I mean? You know what I think it is, bro?
sidekick.
The Toriyama is a clown. Like the guy who wrote Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
He's just like a goofball. Like if I met him in person, I'd be like, "You're such a fool." Like you know what I mean? Because like he made Gohan, like amazing, bro. He made him amazing.
Like Gohan, the grandpa?
Gohan, no, Goku's son.
We're talking about Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Okay,
He made him amazing. You remember the Cell Saga?
Yeah,
you remember
of
coming home
course.
every day
Yeah.
as a kid, and you're like,
Super Saiyan 2?
Yeah, and you're like, I'm just gonna watch Gohan stand there for 22 more minutes.
Bro,
but I'm gonna.
I still like when I'm describing how hyped up an anime is to a friend.
Yeah.
I literally describe it. I'll be like, bro, it's like Cell Games Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
level.
that was the
Cell,
best.
That's the peak.
That's the
of
peak
Dragon,
of Dragon Ball Z
with all the androids.
Yeah, that's the
all
peak
the android
because
story.
even the storyline, you didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
It was such a good like, this is actually Dr. Gero. You know what I mean? As a kid,
and
I
Goku
was like,
actually dies for real.
yeah, and Goku had a heart attack. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? And then he comes back, and then I didn't even see Cell coming. I was so amazing as a kid. And then they did the Buu saga, and I was like, what did you guys just do? You know what I mean?
Buu wasn't that bad. I like Buu, but they did it perfectly with the Cell games.
Yeah, they peaked off, and Goku died, and you could have just made Gohan continue the story. But there was all these Goku riders. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball and like that whole franchise, they mastered the art of the martial arts tournament saga. That's why, okay? They mastered that art, bro. Every single one of them have a bunch of, they'll be like the Universe World Tournament, the Martial Arts World Tournament, Saga 1, Dragon Ball was constant world tournaments.
It was all
It's
world
all martial arts world tournament. Dragon Ball Z over and over. And that culminated with the peak of it. Dragon Ball Super was sick.
There's a lot of things I don't like.
Yeah, but Dragon Ball Super was sick. But before that, it culminated in the Cell games. They took everything they learned from how to run an anime saga
Straight to the Cell games.
And peaked and killed Goku, gave Gohan, and the best music drop, by the way. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan music, bro. I go back to YouTube right
Super
now.
Saiyan 2 Gohan was a criminal, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Did you
The
see
one
what he
hair?
did? Yeah, did you see what he did in the Cell Saga? He kicked people's heads off their bodies.
Little cells? He
fucked
them up.
He punched holes through people. Like he's just a ruthless little.
I love Dragon Ball
Z
so much.
He was such a tyrant, yo. He was such a tyrant.
What about the Namek saga? When
I loved it.
First time Super Saiyan 1.
Frieza scared me in the beginning. Bro. He was disgusting.
That was a hilarious, bro. Captain Ginyu squad was jokes. That was such a good saga, bro. There was so much going on. Goku's obviously the whole time he's recovering in the ship. They love to make Goku recover.
They love to bring him back, bro. They love to give him Zenkai boosts. Every single time you lose, you get back a little bit stronger. So they just made him they just kicked his ass.
Oh, Saiyans, bro. Yeah. And even going back before that, how sick, if you go back even the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, when Goku dies and has to go down...
King Kai's planet.
The King Kai down, what's it called? The Long Road.
Snake Road.
Snake Road.
Yeah.
Remember the first time Snake Road happened? You're like, fuck, this is the first time to bring in afterlife stuff?
Yeah.
And now all of Dragon Ball Super is in afterlife.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
Everything
it's all afterlife now. I don't know. It's all one. Yeah. It's confusing, right? But back then, everything was above the clouds.
You know what I love in Dragon Ball Z that no one acknowledges, bro? It's not even Goku. Look at Vegeta's character development.
Oh, it's incredible.
Look at it.
Right? Pure evil by the beginning.
Yeah, this guy's a villain. But he's like a legit villain. Yeah. And then as he developed, this is why I hate the freaking author. Like Toriyama's a sicko because he's like, as he developed, he made the fans fall in love with Vegeta. He's like, look at.
Are you talking about even before Trunks?
No, I'm talking about from the beginning to now. Vegeta's character development.
Yes.
He has had the best character development in the whole anime. He started as a villain.
I mean, he's had the most drastic.
And like if you look at him in Super compared,
I think Piccolo had that too. If you really look at it, Piccolo was aggro to the max at the beginning.
And now he's like a monk.
He's Zen.
Yeah, he's fucking Zen as fuck. And Vegeta, like...
But I guess so, yeah, it would be Vegeta,
yeah, and probably. Vegeta, like, he went through Majin, went back to being evil, came back.
He slipped to the dark side so many times.
Sacrificed himself for the entire planet to try to kill Buu, came back, fought Buu again, became, you know what I mean? Became pure good, admitted that Goku was
when
better.
When they did this at the end.
And admitted Goku was better than him, you know what I mean? And then he humbled himself in front of Beerus, seeked new training, became... And this entire time, this entire character development hasn't beat one villain. Hasn't beat one major villain. He's been getting his ass kicked.
That's so funny.
Just got wrecked again.
He's never beaten the number one guy.
He almost beat Frieza, got redemption. almost beat Frieza.
Yes.
Frieza killed him. Frieza
Yes.
blew up the planet.
Yes.
You're like, and then Goku comes back, kills Frieza again.
Poor Vegeta.
Yeah,
bro.
I get so mad. I get so upset because I'm like, I just want him to win. You know what I mean? His biggest catch, I told you I'm a Dragon Ball Z head. Jesus. His biggest catch was when he whooped Broly. Did you see the movie?
Oh, that
Did you
movie
see
was
the movie?
incredible.
That movie was amazing.
You could tell the whole budget was in that last fight scene. They just, as soon as Broly is flying backwards and they're flying toward him, the whole animation level like quadrupled. Like, have you ever seen
I love that movie.
you ever seen like Hayao Miyazaki movies?
No.
You know, like Castle in the Sky.
Oh, yeah,
Spirited
yeah,
Away.
yeah.
You know how they're the most intricate level of animation
Yeah.
and they're just so detailed with the way they animate.
Yeah. I think they
It was
had
like
to-
that Brawly fight scene was like 3D Attack on Titan style.
It was
It was like a
amazing.
$1 million fight scene.
It was
dude.
amazing. And the messed up thing is they did that, I bet, because they made some of the animation in Dragon Ball Super atrocious. Especially, I know the episodes too. If you look at like episode 5 of Dragon Ball Super, like look at the original artwork, it's like, it looks like a 6-year-old did it. It was that bad. Yeah, some of the animation in Super
And
was...
did it have Brawly in it? Or?
No. It was Beerus versus Goku. When
legit.
Goku first fights Beerus before he goes God, Beerus comes to King Kai's
Yeah,
planet.
it's super like...
that fight scene on King Kai's planet.
Yeah.
If you look at it, you're like, who drew this?
Yeah, it's a lower budget.
Yeah, it's like a $3.
That's what I like. That's what I really like also about One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Is
It's
One
low
Punch
budget?
they take advantage of that thing where it's like they keep him like very bubbly. I don't know what that style is called. They keep him animated very bubbly.
Yeah.
As everything is joking, but as soon as he gets serious, they shade the fuck out of his face and they put detail and they make him look heroic. But he's just like a thumb looking at all the other times. But like in the most highest level like
sounds
fight, you
fun.
gotta watch it.
I'll
Watch
watch
season
it.
1.
I'll watch it.
It's right there. It's on Netflix. Episode 1 locks you in. If you love all these other ones, because one
Naruto?
I never finished Naruto, but I watched 90% of it, 95%. I literally didn't end it when Madara came back in that fight at the end.
When he first came, you didn't watch the final war?
No, yeah.
You didn't watch the final war?
Bro, I was so turned off because they stopped so long at the beginning of it.
Okay, the one thing about Naruto, and it's money, this is a money issue, it's a complete money issue, is that they added so much filler to draw out the anime.
Yeah,
If you cut out the filler...
When I started watching
11.
anime,
I was
I
11.
used to read the manga.
Yeah.
I used to read the manga, and I remember how long it would take for the page to load, just a picture.
Yeah.
Like I was in it for a decade, bro.
You have to watch
It just pissed me off.
If you're just watch the final fight between Sasuke and Naruto.
Oh, I know. I watched the final fight.
Oh, did you?
I'm talking about Madara when he comes back and all the beasts, the tailed beasts, are all fighting the war.
Yeah, the war.
Yeah, I missed half that.
The war
but
was
I went back and I watched the final fight. I had to.
The final fight was good.
Because they're doing it pretty much first Hokage.
Yeah,
Madara thing.
Yeah.
The cycle
All over it.
begins.
It was a sick fight. It was a sick fight. I respect. The fight was so good. I'm like, I respect the filler. I'm like, fine. You made me wait for it, but I'm like, I'm not mad at you guys. You know, I like it. One of my favorite animes is 10 episodes long. It's called Death Parade. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, it's fucking disgustingly.
Have you ever seen Hajime no Ippo?
No.
You should watch that, bro.
Yeah?
Boxing anime, 3 seasons. It's fucking great, bro.
I'll watch it.
It's funny. It's legit. They're all like boxing and they do techniques and shit. It's a boxing anime.
Yeah?
It's sick, bro. Hajime no Ippo.
I'll watch it.
Yes, bro.
I watched Death Parade on shrooms, and I cried.
Death Parade.
Yeah.
There's so many animes with names like that.
Death Parade.
Death Liking.
Death
Death
Note.
Town.
Death
Note. Death
Did you like Death
Notebook.
Note?
Death Note is such a great entry level anime.
Yeah.
Do you ever ask people, do you watch anime? They're like, yeah, I watch Death Note.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Death
it
Note
got,
is
it
like
got such positive reviews that even people who don't like, yeah, I watched that.
everyone. Yeah. But I like Death Note. I just didn't like how ridiculous it got by the end. I don't even really remember it. It was over 10 years ago.
I just
probably
like the
watched it.
psychological warfare between the two dudes.
But I didn't like at the end where it was like, I knew you would turn left and then right and then left and then up and then down and then spin and then another left.
Yeah.
I knew you would do it in that order. It's like, come on. It made sense when it was like 2 or 3 things. Come on.
It's the first anime where you're voting for the villain.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Let him... Well, actually, no, you were voting for L. You were voting for L when they introduced L. Remember L?
Yeah, you're voting for L, but when L dies...
Yeah, because that dude that replaced L was
spoiler.
weak. Yeah, in case you haven't watched Death Note.
Spoilers.
Fuck.
What are the ones you watch? Death Parade is good, man. Watch it.
What about Hunter x Hunter?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
I
dude.
talked shit about it in the beginning. I'm like, this is so dumb.
Yo,
I'm like, this is so dumb.
Sick.
And then
when Gon does that transformation.
Yeah, and then when that happened, I was like, this is sick.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, dude. Okay, what else? There's so like a million that I've
There's
seen. I've watched
so
all of the
many.
sport ones too.
When I used to live in Toronto, my boy was a huge, like, disgusting anime, like a Netflix,
Yeah.
not even Netflix, Crunchyroll. Every day he would go
Yeah.
through. I can ask him any anime. I'm like, have you seen it? He's like, yeah, I've watched it. Any anime.
I used to be that guy.
Yeah,
I used to be that guy.
and I picked up on a
in
lot.
University,
But I don't remember.
I was in deep.
I don't remember specific ones that I really like off the top of my head. Obviously, like, have you watched Fairy Tail? I haven't watched it. I never heard of it.
No, I never got into Fairy
Yeah, me
Tail.
neither. I
Yeah,
never-
it was just too childish. There's a child level
Yeah.
that One Piece can be childish, but then I'll switch to like real as shit.
Yeah, it switches in between. I like the like
One
the,
Piece is
I like
great.
some of the fights that I've seen. Some of the fights on YouTube. They're not bad. The One Piece fights.
Oh no, One Piece is great. It's what leads up. One Piece does like they'll treat character death the best way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll have that type of stuff. Like they don't come back. When they die in One Piece, they don't come back.
Yeah.
You know, like
Dragon Ball Z is notorious for
But
bringing.
Dragon
people
Ball Z
back.
brings
Death-
everybody back.
Death means nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Bleach.
Yeah,
Everyone was coming back.
I
Bleach.
love-
I made it to Bleach until the end. It was sick. And then he was like, he had to lose his Shinigami powers or whatever to beat Aizen or whatever. I forget how.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
happened.
And then it goes. I remember it goes. There was an episode right after that was like, I know how to get your powers back. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
No. If
I
say
saw
this
him
to-
beat the guy I
say
wanted
this
him to beat.
every person. I'm like, if you're gonna watch Bleach,
Yeah.
watch it up until the end of the Aizen fight.
Yeah.
Then turn it off.
Yeah, and
Then
that's
turn it off.
exactly what I
Turn it off.
did, bro.
Don't go any further.
I know how to get your powers back, but
no.
it'll be
'Cause
300
that's,
episodes.
That's just them milking the money.
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
just them being
exactly.
like, oh,
It's
this
capitalism.
is yeah, exactly. But just watch it right after that. Even
That's
the Aizen
Spy
fight,
Kids 3D,
Even
you know?
the Aizen fight, like when he changed his hair and he became thin. You know, when he
Oh,
had
he
the
dies
black
so
hair?
quick.
Yeah.
He gets beat so... Bro, Aizen, I like that shit when they did the enchantments.
Yeah.
And they would do the high number enchantments.
Yeah.
Like, he'll be like, something 92, and he wouldn't even say an enchantment. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
and it would murder.
He's so up there. He's so up there. He was so overpowered.
You know, my favorite thing in anime for sure is when the overpowered person has glasses.
Yeah.
Because they're always evil.
Yeah.
And that thing they push when the glass isn't all the way down
Yeah,
their
yeah,
nose.
they're
and then
splattered
it
there.
reflects so you can't see their eyes. And then it goes, ka-ding! And then, you know what I mean? They're being cunning as
They're
fuck.
just
That's my
so
favorite.
evil with the freaking the nerd push. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah. They're up to something.
Yeah. Even the dude with the purple hair, I forgot his name in Bleach, was so sick.
The black dude?
No.
The blind one?
Rin. I think he had purple hair and he had like.
Oh, one of the actual
Soul Reapers.
Okay, yeah.
Rin.
No, I just remember them. I remember the black dude who had purple hair or some shit, or maybe he wore purple. I forget. I forget. Bleach
Yeah,
was
Bleach
a
was a
while
lot-
back.
Bleach was a long
But
time
Bleach was legit. They had great music.
I loved it.
Sick fight scenes. Bleach was terrific. Like you said, Aizen before.
Just right up until Aizen.
So you said you didn't like Super, huh?
Yeah, I didn't like Super.
You didn't like all the like.
I didn't like Super. I didn't like the fact that Super was just two movies put together. First off, the first half of the anime was
And
just
then-
the Frieza
and then the
fight
martial
and then the
art
Beerus
tournament?
fight. And then so I'm like, oh, I have to wait till the end of Super for new content.
What? Who was the ultimate strong dude at the end of Super?
Goku.
No, like
Jiren?
Jiren, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Goku, sure, yeah,
Yeah.
right. But Jiren,
Yeah.
What do you think about Jiren?
Mixed
Do you
feelings.
think he's
bro.
lacking?
Mixed feelings.
We always expect if someone is at the top of the totem pole, we always expect them to have some sort of crazy character. Like, you know what I mean? They gotta be a Frieza. They gotta be
I
a
honestly think-
Boo, like a kid Boo,
Yeah, I
like
hon-
evil or good or
That-
whatever it is.
That's the thing with Super.
Jiren is like,
I
I'm the
honestly
best.
think they just stopped caring about character development with villains. Because Jiren just showed up and he's like, that guy's really strong. There's no.
But
and
the
then-
whole thing, like Ultra Instinct, and they're just choosing. Now it's just a color game of animation.
Yeah.
Like this is a glow, this is a liquid. One is blue, one is white.
Super Saiyan.
They're just doing what, like it all becomes
I
like
wasn't a
let's
fan.
animate
I wasn't a fan.
around them
And
to
I'm
show.
I'm afraid to say I wasn't a fan because like I'm like so like
You're so in with the franchise.
yeah
You're
exactly
diehard. Yeah.
exactly. So for me to be like nah, Super is like not the greatest. I didn't like it too much. Like the Tornado of Power, Ultra Instinct, like it's just like
Would you rather Super or the Great Saiyaman saga?
Super.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
let's just leave it at
Yeah,
that.
that's
nothing is
again.
perfect.
What did you do to Gohan?
Yeah,
like you know what
yeah.
I mean? What did you do to him? Like you just ruined characters. You know?
For no reason
They
too.
ruined Trunks too.
Just because like his Chi-Chi just wanted him to be a doctor or whatever.
Yeah, and he
but he
just
didn't
lost
have to
all-
stop being badass.
Yeah, and he just lost his powers, became soft, became you know what I mean? It just ruined him. Like they just wrecked him. They even wrecked Trunks in the future Trunks saga. He came back in Super.
yeah.
And they just wrecked him. They're like, what'd you do? Like Trunks is supposed to be like, you know, Like, you know what Trunks was my favorite Trunks? The D's Trunks.
With the jean jacket?
With the long hair.
Yeah.
And his jean
when he
jacket.
was cutting with the sword.
Yeah, and his
With
jean
everything,
jacket, he
yeah.
cut the sleeves off his jean jacket, so it was a jean
Probably
vest.
with the sword,
Yeah,
too.
he's a badass, bro.
Dude, he was high level. I remember how fast he killed Frieza and his dad.
yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, fuck.
He's such a
This
savage.
is next level. He just slices them up and blows
We were
them.
what? We were 12? We were
Bro,
12 when that happened?
and Namek just
Yeah.
took 4 months
Yeah.
of us, like, or 6 months maybe. Namek, like, I was watching it on YTV 1 episode at a time.
Yeah, me too.
So
Every
that
night.
would take years.
Yeah, and they went to Frieza.
I'm saying Namek the saga would literally take maybe a year? More than a year?
It took more than a year.
Yeah.
And you know what they kept doing? They kept running reruns. So they would run the Namek saga, and then you'd be at the end where Goku's about to fight Frieza, and then they're back at
I
episode 1
remember that.
again.
And what the piss off is, you just watch episode 1
Yeah.
if it comes on. That's how much you're into.
You're like, I
You're like,
guess-
fuck, I guess we're watching this
Yeah.
episode now.
You're like, fuck.
You just want to hear that. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Whoever did that is rich. That voiceover?
Oh,
That voiceover?
Dude, that was the most hype
That's
shit,
nuts.
bro. I still remember me and my brother jumping around when Goku went Super Saiyan 1 in Namek. When Krillin got fucked up.
When Trunks killed Frieza, I was like, who is this? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, who is this
That's
guy?
the beginning of a crazy...
Yeah.
Dude, that's how all of Cell games is the
That's
peak
where it started.
That's how
where it
crazy...
started.
That's how
what I'm
crazy
saying.
that was.
That was the greatest switchover to a story I've ever
Android
seen.
16.
Yeah,
Not
like,
even evil.
Like, think about the story if you actually wrote it down on paper. Goku comes back from Namek. A dude from the future comes.
And he learns instant transmission.
Yeah, and he learns instant transmission. He comes back from Namek. A dude from the future just killed the enemy in 2 seconds that he took an entire fucking...
But Goku's also way stronger
Goku's
now,
also
too.
way stronger. No, I think he was the same strength.
No, he was way stronger. They taught him how to get stronger, and because you know Dragon Ball Z logic, a lot of time cannot go by without you getting. You have to have been training secretly or something.
Okay.
Or you learn ultimate calmness.
So
you have to be better in some way.
Goku's significantly stronger
Because he stopped Trunks' sword with his finger. Remember?
Yeah, but like he does like.
Yeah, but I think Trunk was going a little hard. But anyways, he learned instant transmission.
Yeah, he learned in the transmission. Okay, we'll argue if he got a little bit stronger or not. But a guy from the future comes and tells you that you're about to get a heart virus and you're about to die, and a bunch of androids that you fought when you were 10 years old are coming back and they're gonna wipe the planet out. That's how the story started. And he's like, you got to train for 2 years more for these androids to show up. These guys trained for like 2 years. Androids show up. They're the wrong fucking androids.
It's a different story.
Yeah, the story the
They're way stronger.
Yeah, no, these androids are weaker.
Oh yeah, 16.
Because
17 and 18
never even showed up.
Yeah,
these are two different androids.
Because they were they were like way better.
Yeah, so these are the initial
It was
androids.
16 and the old hair, the old man.
Yeah,
But
16.
he was still fucking
And you know
people up.
you know who that was?
The voicing?
No. Who the android? You know how there's two androids, one with a beard,
Yeah.
and the white android that looked like King Jong Un. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You remember the first?
It looked like a doll, like a Buddha doll.
Those first two androids.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the androids, that's Dr. Shiro.
Yeah, the one with the long hair and bald.
That's
yeah,
the
I
actual
know.
doctor.
He turned himself.
He turned himself to an android. That's
Yeah,
not
Playboy.
supposed to. That's not supposed to happen. And then remember the scene where Vegeta turned Super Saiyan for the first time ever?
Oh, and he's like, he gave up
Yeah.
because he was training.
Yeah.
I go back because that was the Vegeta Super Saiyan 1 music is amazing.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best.
One sec. I think I could. What's it called?
I forgot what the mix is called, man.
What was I gonna ask about? What do you think about old Cell?
You mean the lizard style? Like, what do you mean by old Cell?
Old like Cell before he got like lizard style with the long like.
I thought he was creepy.
What do you think about that saga when he was just going around absorbing?
I thought he
people?
was creepy as fuck, bro. That's nasty. That's a giant mosquito. Like, even his voice, like, it was just disgusting. As a kid, when you're watching that, I was legit. I actually was a little bit terrified.
Oh, and that's another thing that.
Just the animation of him was disgusting. Like, he had a nasty mouth, and like sometimes they would show like purple goo coming from his mouth.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Oh,
he was just,
that was back when he was changing like so many different
he was
styles.
just like
that
this
you
lizard. He's like this lizard android mutant. Like, you don't even know what the fuck he is. Like, it's disgusting.
One sec. Oh, here we go.
Was very different than Kakarot's. My 50 times the willpower I had.
I don't know if this is gonna fuck me up.
How long I could
Where's the music? I just wanted to show the music when he finally.
sleep of rubble. My life.
He just wanted to live.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Normally, it would have been child's play to blow up that rock. But after training at 450 times normal gravity for something, it took everything I had and more.
And more. But I gotta say one thing though, it's so rare for animes to have their dub on point.
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball Z,
had-
they knocked it out of the park.
They had it.
They put
They
in
had
a.
it.
It was Funimation that did it.
Yeah.
They put in a big budget.
They had
They
it,
put
bro.
in the work.
They
It's
had
better
it.
than the original.
And
It's
they
rare.
and they dropped some amazing lines that'll forever be stuck in my head.
Well, like it's
Like,
it's over 9,000.
No. Like before he kills Android 19, I think he has him by his arms and he's pushing his face with his feet. And I think the last thing
Oh,
he
and
says,
he's like doing-
and the last thing he says is does a machine like you experience fear? And he kills
And then
him.
he goes so hard.
And then he just kills him.
And he goes, oh, and he powers up like crazy.
Yeah, and there's even one in the Boo saga where Gohan comes back and he's like, and I think Boo's talking shit, and he's like, oh, so you want to fight me? And then Gohan looks at him like, I don't want to fight you. I want to kill you.
Oh,
like
shit.
just lines that are just me as a kid, just going, fuck it,
shit.
just losing your shit in the living
I
room.
love those moments
Oh,
where you
just-
literally,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. You're like, yo.
You just as a kid, you're just oh man. I'm gonna make my kid watch the entire like everything up until where I think it was
I feel that way about The
Yeah.
Simpsons.
Yeah, same
Like,
with The
There's a
Simpsons.
lot of
Do you
seasons
have
of
cartoons
Simpsons.
that you're like 100% like you're
Simpsons, Dragon Ball Z, bro.
What about Batman? 90s Batman. Would you
No,
do it?
I didn't. I had basic cable. Like I didn't even before for the first 6 years of Canada. You know when you plug a TV like into the wall, the air,
Mm-hmm.
the local stations. That's all I had.
So you never even went back and like watch like 90s shows when you had like even now?
I mean Simpsons. Like I was in deep in the Simpsons.
Are you
bro.
deep into like DC or like Marvel or like
Neither really. No, Justice League, all that stuff. That was on YTV. By the time I got YTV, I didn't care for that stuff because
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Seinfeld, Simpsons. I was watching all just the comedies.
Jerry Stiller's gone. George's dad on Seinfeld.
Oh, he
and
passed.
He passed.
Damn.
And
a lot of people. Some other person just yesterday. I forgot his name.
the same guy. That's the dude from.
He's in a
Everybody-
bunch of those Talladega Night movies and comedy.
It's the dude from he got. You know what happened to him? He got fucked in Hollywood because he got caught jerking off in a porn theater, and they fucked his career.
Oh, that's why we stopped seeing him?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. But he's
Yeah.
86. He made it to 86.
And he made it to 86, and he was hilarious on Everybody Loves Raymond.
He was
hilarious.
in that, too.
Yeah, he was in Everybody Loves Raymond. You know what he used to do? I think he was really Christian in the show, and his wife used to piss him off, but he couldn't do anything because he was like very like he's one of those camped characters.
Like, this is his character?
Yeah, this is his character. And so what he used to do, there was an episode where they found out that what he used to do is he used to go to the park and shoot fireworks to relieve stress.
And he's like an old man.
Yeah, and he's like old, but it was hilarious. Everybody Loves Raymond is underrated. I love that show.
I never got into it.
I thought it was so hilarious, bro.
I just didn't have it for...
I thought it was so funny, bro.
You know what? For me, it was Simpsons, Futurama, and then YTV came along, and then Dragon Ball Z took over. For sure, Dragon Ball Z took over. But in the meantime, we're watching... I'm still not getting Teletoon and Cartoon Network and all those, so I don't get Recess. I don't get, like, That's So... That's So Raven or whatever it is, Disney Channel, all that stuff. I don't get any of that. So I'm just watching the YTV stuff and Simpsons. I'm watching Simpsons twice a day.
Yeah.
Omni 1 and Omni 2.
Omni
So like 5 and 10 or
Yeah.
whatever. Every day I'm watching. I'm getting my dose.
Episodes. When did you think Simpsons stopped being like The Simpsons? Like, what do you think are like the golden years? Because The Simpsons now is just like, it's not the same.
They
Apu's
do
not
so
there.
many cameos. Now it's like they do so much.
Yeah.
Their writing style is so taking from the current.
Yeah.
They're like, we've done so much evergreen, like, original ideas. There's nothing left.
Yeah.
Let's just
There's
keep
an-
referencing
there's an
the pop stars from
There's
now.
an episode on South Park that's like The Simpsons have already done it.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of South Park,
Yeah.
for sure. I couldn't get it for a long time, but as soon as LimeWire and shit started
Yeah.
coming out.
South Park immediately.
South Park all day.
I thought Cartman was terrible in
Oh.
the beginning, and then I just fell in love
Scott
with him.
Tenorman must die when
Yeah.
he feeds Scott Tenorman his parents and Shirley.
The best thing about South Park is even now it's hilarious.
South Park did it
never-
right. Did you ever watch The Boondocks, that show, The Boondocks?
Yeah, I love the Boondocks.
But check it out. The Boondocks was 3-4 seasons, right? You know, the first 2 seasons great, and then later on, sometimes an episode would be very like powerful, and they make a statement, but not that funny. And sometimes they're very funny. They don't make the biggest.
They were
statement.
up and down.
Yeah, up and down, right?
Yeah.
South Park does that a little bit, where sometimes they make a point more than they are funny.
yeah. Yeah, I can see
You know,
that. Yeah.
sometimes they're just so against.
There was an episode in South Park about the Mexicans. You know how they were separating Mexicans?
like the babies.
Yeah, the
yeah,
babies.
yeah.
And this guy separated Kyle.
Oh, from his. I watched that episode too.
Yeah, and he's just like laughing. Oh man, South Park's fucked.
It's crazy how fast they will write on like. They'll be so much more clever than like Simpsons. Simpsons will be like, look, it's Barack Obama, and then it'll be like his voice.
Yeah.
Hey, or someone doing an impression of him. I don't know. Yeah. You know, it'll be like, oh look, they'll be like, oh look, it's fucking
the Kanye West.
It's 6ix9ine. I bet you they're referencing him in Simpsons. Yeah. You know,
Kanye West is probably one of my favorite episodes. The Hobbit.
Simpsons.
Kim Kardashian. No, South Park.
Oh yeah. Oh, fish sticks.
Yeah.
I do not. What does he say?
I forget. I don't know. Kim Kardashian.
I do not understand. Or what does he say? I do not recommend.
Kim Kardashian is not a habit.
yeah. Kim Kardashian is not a habit.
Okay, I love you.
And she just goes like, she's like a creature. And she's got like the fattest ass. It's like coming out to the side to the most.
They don't hold back punches,
South Park
man.
is so good, dude.
They don't, man. They just go for everything.
So
go for the
good.
jugular. You know the writers were in Columbine. That's how fucked up they were. They were in Columbine. Like the shooting, they were in the school. They were like, yeah.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
They were in the school?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know if they were. I think they were in the school. Yeah. They were part of it.
I know it was in
Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody.
Columbine.
I'm pretty sure.
It was in, but they were in Denver. They were in like Colorado. Or is this place Columbine a Colorado place?
It's crazy. And they write the episode a week before it comes out, eh? They literally.
Yeah, I watched one episode with the presidency.
Yeah.
They clearly wrote an episode for each version.
I follow.
And just dropped one.
I follow like the live, like when they actually do the voiceovers.
Yeah.
Like they're actually doing the voices, and they can't keep a straight face, bro. Like they're yeah. If it's on Instagram, I'll send you the page.
Oh,
where you
no
can
way,
see them,
man.
Yeah, where you can see them recording.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker?
Yeah, when you can see them doing it, and
they're cracking
It's
up?
funnier than the show, man. Because like they have to do it like 3-4 times just because they're having. I'm never like that's amazing.
That's amazing.
That's
That could
your
be your
job.
job, yeah.
That's your job.
That's life goals, man.
Yeah.
Well, they did it. You know?
Yeah, they did it up, man. Good for them.
That's
bro.
crazy. I wonder if they actually were in that high school and if that like sparked them to be
Like
like,
you know when the Asian guy, he's like, oh, Sheeny Walk. Like he can't. He
City
has
Walk?
to do it like 3 times.
take your order pre. Take your order pre.
Damn Mongolians.
Oh, that was such a good episode. Okay. Well, dude, we're pretty much at an hour 10, huh?
Oh, it's
We've been walking about every fucking show. I've never gone that deep into Dragon Ball Z with somebody, like let alone on the fucking air.
I got addicted, bro. I even played the game, like Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
I never liked those games,
Oh,
bro.
bro, this game is different. It's not open world. It's Street Fighter with Dragon Ball Z characters.
Oh, that's sick.
it's
Fuck the
amazing.
open world.
It's Street Fighter,
Yeah.
like 2 screen, but like you're playing with Dragon Ball Z characters, and you don't understand. Me as a true fan, I can appreciate this game. I will play it forever because they took specific moves from the anime.
Okay.
Yeah, like specific combos that they've
Sick.
done in the anime, and they put it in the game. They added mini combos. They added assist combos. They added a ridiculous amount to this game. They put so
Assist
much work in
combos?
it. Assist combos. So you could do like a combo.
Those are so rare.
You could do like a combo with Goku because it's 3 versus 3. So you could do a combo with Goku and then have Gohan come in and drop a Kamehameha at the end of the combo.
Oh, that's so sick. Or a Final Flash.
Or a Final Flash, yeah. Like you can be comboing and you have like, you play with 3 characters. So you, if your character's losing, you can switch out to another character.
What consoles? I don't even have consoles, man.
PlayStation 4
Man.
and Xbox.
Dude,
It's
I can't
amazing.
get into games. So that's my thing.
Dude,
I'm the
this
type
ga-
of person.
I only play 2
I
games.
get bored quick with a game.
I only play 2 games now. 2K, I'm a huge 2K fan. I
Yeah.
fucking love 2K. Like I'm one of those like that's the one. I think that's the most Brampton thing about me. I'll play 2K. Like I play a lot. Like,
Is this FIFA or NFL?
2K20 ball NBA?
Okay, like I didn't know. I don't
Oh, my
know
bad.
which
yeah,
one
like
is which.
NBA, yeah, my bad, my fault. NBA 2K20.
My boys play the FIFA one non-stop.
I
It's
can't play
crazy.
FIFA. Yeah.
Non-stop. Boom,
I
boom.
joined, like,
It's so addicting.
I joined like weekly tournaments. I make like $65.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
that's fucking sick,
Yeah, I'm really good at 2K. And Dragon Ball Z. That's the only 2 games I play. Yeah.
man. If I could game a couple hours a day, that'd be sick.
No, bro, it's
I
nice. It's a nice little stress reliever.
But man, what? We're not. None of. Did you want to plug something? Actually,
No, I'm good, bro.
What about for people if they want to get in touch with you for training?
Just follow me on my Instagram page and then
Yeah.
just slide into my DMs, please.
Yeah.
Johnny.Batta.
And that's in the Brampton area, right?
Yeah. Well, I train out of Mississauga.
Yeah. Okay, Mississauga. Actually, this guy will do one-on-one sessions. It was incredible. Like
Yeah.
I reach out to him if you're actually looking.
Yeah, just follow me.
for And it's open right now with COVID stuff. It's by appointment basis,
Yeah,
right?
it's just by appointment basis.
Yeah.
The gym's got to be empty and sanitized.
Okay. All right. So sick. I'll put all your shit in the description. So, I mean, that's it, right?
Thank you, bro. Finally done this. I've been waiting.
Long
bro.
time coming, bro.
I've
That's
been
what happens when
waiting.
you don't flop, you know? You
I
gotta
do
do a sick
reschedule-
episode. No, you go
fun.
right in.
It's
Show
for
me the
fun.
text. Bring
It's
up the
for fun.
text
That's for
while
fun.
I say my end thing.
Do I have the text? I don't know if I deleted the text.
Yo,
I
do
don't
you
know if
hear
I
that?
deleted
Do you
the
remember
text.
him at the beginning? Bro, I got the text.
Hold on.
If you're listening on all the Apple stuff, please give it a 5-star review. Leave a comment. Say something. I don't know. Whatever. Say which is your favorite Dragon Ball Z Saga. If you listen to this episode. If you're listening from Spotify, click that follow button. All the same stuff. It comes out on YouTube
Hey,
Wednesdays.
bro,
Check it out.
We can't record tomorrow.
Yo. Let me finish this, and I don't think that was me. Okay. Yeah. Subscribe to the YouTube. Okay. So, what the fuck were you just saying?
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on.
This better not fuck up my...
Sunday, October 20th. Sorry, bro. We can't record till tomorrow.
That was the third time. Sorry, read it.
My producer's
I'm going to edit this out, by
My
the way. If it's
producer's
going
on
to fuck up my
vacation.
character.
Laugh out loud. My bad. I can give you another date once he's back. Yeah, sure. Then on Tuesday, May 5th. This was October 20th, by the way, when you sent this. So this was last year. And then that next time you hit me up was Tuesday, May 5th. And you said, gym later this afternoon?
Well, there you go, guys. It turns out he only flopped once. I'm a piece of shit. But he's a great trainer, okay? So hit up the man,
So
okay?
lucky I have that text.
Hit up the man, okay? All right. Okay. Thanks so much for listening to the Immigrant section. Peace!